we are at our first Jim's Local Heroes winner, which is Narelle Jacobson, and thank you very much for allowing us to come out with all the gym services here today. There's a chaos in the car park, which we're going to get to later. But first of all, Narelle, do you want to tell us a bit about what you do here and what the well does for people?
Yep. So the well has been formed in the last 6 years here when I came here as a community development officer. Our heart is really to create a safe place for the lonely, the lost in St Kilda and beyond to just come and connect and find a safe place. So we've tried to create a home away from home so that people feel really at home when they come here.
So John, can you just talk us through what you're doing out here at the well today?
Okay, what we're doing at the well today is we're getting the vegetable garden set up. So you can see those vegetable boxes, or the garden boxes with self-watering. So you can see underneath they've all got to be connected through. So it's got to be sort of reasonably flat, not perfect. So then they've got a self-sufficient vegetable garden which they can use in the kitchen.
And John, talk us, who have you got with us today? You got Max and...
I've got Max and I've got Dave. So Max Walker and Dave Mitchell are helping out today.
And the great thing about today is we're showing there's obviously no grass here too much.
No grass.
More than just mowing, right?
So more than just mowing. Yeah. So we're compacting, getting ready for the vegetable garden, and then we're compacting this, and at some point we'll come back and pave this up. So we're sort of getting it sort of a little bit ready, scratchy ready.
Now we've been out here before, so the whole initiative actually came from your idea because you were out here, you heard Narelle needed some help, and we came out and we sort of thought, well, what else can we do? And all of a sudden we've got 12 divisions coming in today. So
Joel's been awesome. Joel's got a lot of this organised, a lot of other services in. So what have we got? We've got diggers, we've got painting, we've got plumbing, we've got beauty coming, antennas and security. Who else have we got, Joel?
We've got window and pressure cleaning.
Window and pressure cleaning.
Carpets coming as well.
Yeah.
But the great thing
painting.
But the great thing about it is when we met Narelle, it's a great story with Narelle as well. How they helped her out. She's come through to give back, which I think is really, really important. And the Local Heroes Initiative, we want to reward people like that who don't, go out of their way to sort of seek these sorts of things. So
we're all not fortunate, or we've all people have got different issues and that, and they struggle or whatever. And people like Narelle and the Salvos, they help out. And for us to give back a tiny little bit into the community is a wonderful thing.
So we've got about a bit of water build up down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a couple of aggie pipes below the ground so the water builds up. It helps it reduce quicker, go down quicker. Well, like I said, we've got a bit of aggie pipe. We're going to run a couple of aggie pipes around here. And around the back, there's I would say a small pergola where they're changing the roof sheets and adding a downpipe, adding gutters. So we'll be running downpipes, running a bit of stormwater for the downpipe.
Today we're here helping out the Salvation Army, pretty good cause. We're putting in a 6-camera CCTV system. The poor old Salvos have had a bit of trouble with some break-ins, people doing the wrong thing by them, which is a bit ordinary. So we're putting in 6 cameras. What we're doing here at the moment is trying to get down through the roof and down an internal wall, which is a bit of fun. We're going to drill the top plate, drill the noggin out, get our cables in, but we're over the top of it now. And then behind us, we've got a 160-year-old bluestone church. In a minute, we're going to try and get through some of those bluestones. But between today and tomorrow, we should have it all knocked out, and these guys will have a bit of peace of mind.
We're about to put some cameras, so we've got to a stage here, we've run some cables through. As Ian said earlier, we've come up through the walls, underneath the ceiling, underneath the tin I should say. We're now going to put some cameras up, so we're going to use some specialised mounts as well, just to bring the camera a bit out from the wall. So there's a mount that'll come off the wall, obviously the camera then attaches to that. So we're trying to get an angle that we normally wouldn't try and get off the wall, so we're trying to get it so we can see down a gate to basically protect where the tool shed is. So.
These are planter self-watering planter boxes.
Yeah.
Where you can put the water down the side.
Yeah.
Water will go in here.
And
Up to what, this height?
And
and then they self-water with the plants on top of it. Well, you don't have to water it all the time, and it just self-waters itself.
We're mulching, Charles. So mulch has got a few different purposes. One is for aesthetics, so it makes the garden look nice and clean and neat and tidy. Hides a few imperfections. It helps to suppress weeds, and it's also good for water retention. So as it's getting drier, it stops the soil drying out, and you don't need to water as much.
Located the stormwater pipe, and we're putting a junction to pick up the water build up there, and we're putting another junction, as you can see, to catch the water that's coming here. So there'll be no more flooded here, no more water.
So on site today we've got Jim's handyman. We have Nick Nassis, and you're a regional franchisor and franchisee.
Correct.
So Nick, thanks for coming out today and helping out the Well project. But do you want to just first of all talk about what you're doing here today on site?
Well, today we're just doing a quick, we're putting a shade cloth over this garden bed. So it's just a couple of extra posts and a couple of beams across. Nice simple fix, just to give them a bit of shade and protection from possums. They're struggling there, getting a lot of their produce taken. So we're doing that, fixing a few shelves in the bathroom, and yeah, that's about it today.
I'm Ida. I'm from Doreen, and today we are here at the Salvation Army at St Kilda to do some charity. Today I do some services like facials, eyebrows, tint, and I did some relaxation massage for some beautiful ladies.
Ian again from Jim's Antennas and Security. Because we're running an IP camera system here, every camera is connected by what we call Cat6 unshielded twisted pair. So that cable contains 8 wires, 4 pairs of 2, and every one gets fitted off with what we call an RJ45 connector. And from here they go back to the network video recorder, which is hidden away inside out of harm's way. So once I fit this off with an RJ45, we'll mount the camera up here. This is going to be a 6 megapixel camera, so 6 megapixel is halfway between high definition and 4K. For those of you who want to put it into TV terms, super high quality. We're using UniView cameras out of China, one of the top 10 brands out of China. This camera here is going to cover the barbecue area and the back fence over the side there, just giving them that extra bit of peace of mind when there's nobody around after dark. All these cameras come with infrared, so this area down here in front of us will be lit up in black and white during the night, and then goes to full colour during the day when the daylight comes out. Voila!
My name is Shah. I'm Jim's Window and Pressure Cleaning. Yeah, we're from Houghton, and we're gonna do some pressure cleaning here. We're gonna do the wall, we're gonna do the water tank, and we're gonna do some windows. We do windows and so on outside, water seals, frames and stuff. So we offer like a wide range of services. We offer solar panel cleaning, house washes, garages cleaning, floor cleaning for the driveways, fence cleaning, yeah, wide range of services we offer.
Local is Heroes initiative come out actually of an idea here. So John, one of our franchisees in the background, came out and helped Narelle with one or two things. And when I came out here and started chatting to Narelle about the great things that she did, we thought we're one of the organisations who's got all these services can actually help out with pretty much everything they need done. So as you can see on site today, we've got Jim's antennas, we've got Jim's handyman, Jim's mowing, Jim's plumbing, we've got Jim's beauty even coming. So we're one of the very few organisations that can do that. And it's great for us as well. We can obviously give back, but our franchisees do a lot of good stuff in the community, so which goes a bit unsung. So we want to try and promote a bit about all the good stuff that our franchisees do. And they've been all fantastic, and this stuff doesn't happen without the support of our advisory and our franchisors and the franchisees themselves. As I said, a lot of our franchisees give back and it sort of goes under the radar. So we really want to promote that we are locals in the community and we do a lot of great things for people, and our franchisees a lot of them are donating their time today, don't expect to be paid at all. And Narelle, he's got a great story. There's so many great people who do good things in the community, and to be able to give him a chop out every now and again, it's just a good way to give back and sort of, give that encouragement to people. If they are doing good things in the community, hey, something like Jim's Local Heroes can come by and give you a big chop out with our services as well. So stay tuned for it throughout the year. If we do put out the Local Heroes ad in your area, which will be for nominating someone, please nominate them. Give as much details about why they deserve it, and it can be up to $10,000 worth of free gym services that we can do for them. So stay tuned to our pages for that, and make sure you give us a follow on social media accounts.
So Jim's roofing is going to change the sheets that are up here on top of you, and they'll be adding new guttering. So we're just going to run a stormwater point for the downpipe.
So behind us is the feature wall, Mozzie. You just want to run through real quickly what the job was here and what you did here today.
Oh, it was a wonderful day today. The walls, it was a feature wall in the red color. We decided to paint it in a blue color, and I'll start filling the holes, do the preparation, sanding the walls, nicely wipe it nicely, take the dust and everything, and start cutting it one time and roll it twice. Well, it's a little bit need to get dry, and when it gets dry, you see it is beautiful.
My name's James Ryan and I'm from Jim's Pest Control, Port Melbourne. So as part of our involvement with the Jim's Local Hero initiative, supported by the Jim's group, we're here at the well to give these guys a hand, because they give so many people that need a hand. So we're just going to do a bit of rat baiting now. We're going to put out some lockable stations. We have children and pets come through these areas. We've identified a couple of good areas to put them that we're going to get bait uptake, but we're not going to endanger anyone that is an unintended target. Part of the reason we box up bait is to protect these little guys. Up here we've got a couple of brush-tailed possums. They're a native marsupial, and they're a great little neighbour if they've got a home to live in besides our roofs, and if they're not attacking our ornamental trees. Narelle has identified that they've been getting some rat activity in here where they've got their composting, so we're just going to put a couple of bait stations in here with bait loaded, and I've used weatherproof baits here, so plastic wrap baits, and ones that aren't plastic wrapped I've actually put them in plastic bags just to make sure that the snails and the slugs don't get to them. Rats aren't going to have a problem in getting into them. Just put these around in some places where we know that the rats are moving through. We can see some old unwanted and unused stations here as well. These aren't working for anyone if they're unbaited, but there are quite a few of them. So I'm back in a couple of days to do some work for with some ants. So at that point I'll rebait a lot of these, give them a bit of a clean up and integrate them into the pest program that we're running here for these guys here at the well. These guys just need a bit of love, a bit of a clean up. Might as well recycle them, repurpose them. There's no point throwing them out. Ants are furiously working to make sure they've got enough resources to get through winter. So I don't know if you can actually zoom in there, Charles, but you actually see them carrying eggs and larvae as well. So you'll almost see some of these ants carrying little white things, and they're just currently just doing a bit of housekeeping, moving larvae and eggs maybe to a better location. They're very smart. They know what's happening with the weather. They're much smarter than we are. This particular ant here is more than likely black house ant. It is a sugar feeder, and at most times a year it's feeding off its farming scale on our ornamental plants within our garden. So citrus, a lot of our hedging plants. If we're not looking after our garden, so we haven't got a good gardener, or we're not identifying a problem with scale on our own plants, they're actually harvesting that sugar that the scale are excreting, and then they're taking that back to the nest. So with a good food source, a colony like this can grow exponentially quick and create massive problems for any household, or in this particular instance for the well. We're not treating them today because the treatment will require an exclusion period, and there's a lot of people around doing different work. So we're coming back as part of the Local Heroes initiative to treat that, and that's being funded by the Gyms Group, and that's just giving a little bit back to those that give so much to other people.
This is steam cleaning the carpet. Yeah, we have a truck mount here. It's one of the best machines on the market. It's an American brand 370 Sapphire. We hook it into a cold water, and it turns the water into a really hot water, so that can help the carpet to clean better. I already identified the carpet. I knew that it's a synthetic carpet. It's called tiles carpet. Yeah, we vacuumed already, and we're now ready to pre-spraying. I can't do all the area. Like, I can't pre-spray all the area. You know, we just need to leave it dwell 10 minutes. So if we do the whole area, it's gonna get it's gonna dry. So I do half as I'm going. You know, I pre-spray, let it sit for a little bit, and I steam it, and then I keep going as I'm going. Whenever we do houses that people lives in, we always try to not to spray other than carpet. Like as you can see here, I'm trying to leave a bit of gap so I don't touch furniture and stuff. So we done half of the area. By the time we're leaving the chemical to dwell, we go get the vacuum, and we will start steaming. Now that we left the carpet, after spraying, we left it to dwell in nearly 10 minutes. We are ready to steaming. Okay, now that we finish the first part, the half of the room, we will start pre-spraying the second room, and then we steam it. I just want to say the good benefits you get from the truck mount is the power. It's got powerful vacuuming, which is very powerful. It picks up heaps of the water, so that will make the carpet dry faster in a faster time. Especially that, you know, people living in the house, they want the carpet to be dry so they can leave on it, they can walk on it. because we're using a track mount, which is the vacuum of this track mount, it picks up heaps of water. So about a 50 to 60% of the water from the carpet picks it up, and we leave the rest for the environment. So by tomorrow, we always ask for 24 or 30 hours maximum, especially in these nice weathers like that. Yeah, and it should be dry by tomorrow.
All right, good morning. We're back on site, back at our favourite Salvation Army Church in St Kilda. Today we're running, finishing off some cameras. So we're running a camera from the front of the church, as you can see, in the foyer area, and we're trying to get the camera back to the other end of the back of the rear of the church. So only way to do it is obviously under the floor. We found a bit of a secret entrance under the floor at the front here, which is helping us out immensely. And Ian's had to crawl through as well underneath the floor, so we'll go and show you that shortly. We did have to actually drill through some blue stones underneath at the floor level to then get the cables back through. So a bit of fun, a bit of games, but like anything, we'll always get there.
So we're trying to get a cable from the front of the church all the way through to the back of the church, but we've got 3 blue stone walls in the way. Trying to drill through the walls, which we're through. So we've just got to feed a bit more cable down through the floor, and we'll be in.
Let's try and locate where the phone line runs into so we can run a cable back to it. Yeah, so you need to drill out. You need to come and drill out about 2 inches out. Just drill 2 inches out. We're going to cover the cable anyway. So we're out at the back of the church, underneath the building. We've got our cable all the way from the front to the back. We've gone through some blue stones underneath, come out through a vent, and then we're just trying now to penetrate up in under the floor. But it's never as easy as it's supposed to be. It's actually a false floor. So there's another floor above it, which is about 6 inches of space between it. So we're just trying to get a drill bit so we can drill down, and obviously make sure there's enough cable to come through as well. So Yep. Obviously the cable coming out the floor. Being a bluestone church, we can't really penetrate these walls, so we're just going to run some nice neat conduit up the side here. They've asked for a camera at the front lobby area or foyer, so we're going to basically show you how we do that. Off we go.
So we're going to put 2 sensors in the main room, and a keypad. It'll have remote controls, 2-button remote controls, so the remote controls allow them to turn the alarm system off and on from outside the building. It also has the ability to be turned off and on by telephone, by an app on the phone. And it also has the ability for alerts to be sent to the phones. If the alarm goes off, there'll be an activation through to the phone in the way of a notification.
Alright, so here we are. We've actually finished the camera install, so we're good to go. So if we have a look through, we can see we've covered some really good areas around the church itself. A garden area there, obviously covering fence lines. This right here has been an issue for them. There's a storage shed here, which has been broken into a few times. So they've actually covered the gate. This actually has what we call a trip wire, so it's an imaginary wire, imaginary trip wire that goes across through here. That's been activated basically, so after hours in the dark, if someone was to go over this, the camera actually then will actually talk to them and say that you're being monitored, and some lights will come and flash for them. So we've set all these up things here as well. There's one on this side here as well. This gate's an entryway. So again, over night time, we've got a trip wire that runs across to this area here. So if anyone comes through, it'll alert the person that they are in surveillance, and obviously not to get out of the way. Our hardest camera obviously this one here. So this is the front foyer. So we're at the rear of the church. This is a front entrance to the church. So obviously we've come through a long way. We showed you that this morning. So, but that's the camera. That's the end result. And we're really happy. We're covering all areas and all facets of the church, front, back, inside as well. So the guys from the Salvation Army are wrapped with the system.
Ian again from Jim's Antennas and Security. We've just completed our installation of our Bosch 3000 alarm panel. So that's our keypad. The panel's all been pre-programmed now. We have 2 zones within the building on delayed alerts, on delayed activations. So anybody that comes in the building legally through the doors has got 45 seconds to turn the alarm off. They can turn it off via the keypad, or they can use the remote controls that we'll provide to them. If they miss their 45-second window, or if somebody comes into an area that they shouldn't come into, the alarm will go off instantly via an external siren and an internal screamer that runs at 110 decibels, and hopefully that's enough to drive them mad.
How you going? So we're at the well in St Kilda East, run by the Salvos as a drop-off centre. We're just back today after doing some crushed rock base yesterday on the other side of the property, and today we're just cleaning up this side area with some mulch. We've just ripped up all the dead leaf matter that was here, and we're just putting in some nice half-inch pine mulch through here just to neaten it all up and make it beautify it a bit, and just give it a clean base for when they do a bit of timber work and whatnot out the side of the building here.
We're at the end of the day today. It's been a big day. It's been a huge day.
Yeah.
Didn't help with the 30-degree plus heat, but we managed to do it. There's obviously Jim's franchisees coming in all day doing a variety of things, and big thank you for allowing us to come.
No, thank you.
And do this for you today. And just want to point out real quickly what's some stuff that was done today for you.
Awesome, yes, for sure. They've widened this path, so the diggers come in and widen and move some rocks that were fantastic to allow us more space to get through there. They've put in some piping over here ready for some drainage and roofing to be done over our lean-to. The
mowing guys, the garden
guys helped compact stuff.
Yep.
Heaps of stuff. Painting,
handyman
beauty,
did the thing at the back there.
Handyman,
yeah,
all sorts.
Carpet cleaning's in there now. We had the window guy doing some cleaning on the side.
Oh yes.
Pest control as well. Come out there. James did some stuff as well.
Heaps.
So a lot of things as well. I think we've got roofing still to come. We've got the security and antennas guy to finish off the job tomorrow.
Yep.
So we've got a lot. I know painting's coming back out tomorrow as well. So big thank you from us as well. When I found out about your story and hearing all the stuff that you do, it's very impressive.
Yep.
And obviously you guys always need services and things to help you out. And obviously looking around here, there's so many things we can do to help you out. And it's great to see that some of the franchisees are going to come back and offer their services as well.
Awesome.
And is there anything else about the well you want to let us know? Like, are you, like Fridays you do some things, like what's the events during the week? And do you want to just talk about that?
Yep, so Friday's our big day, Wednesdays too. So I think I mentioned earlier that we've got a couple of council projects that are going to be underway, the Upcycle and the Stepping Stones and Indigenous. We do art, de-stress, people come in for food. We do We Care packs and just bless people with assistance who need. And I think a really crucial one that people just forget, people just drop in because they want somebody to talk to and just somebody to listen to, and that's really important.
Yeah, well, we had the gentleman today doing some gardening around. He almost worked harder than the mowing boys, I think. They were talking around, he was doing their work. But also, you've driven this place a lot, haven't you? So it didn't always
look like this.
Not at all. So we'll have to go through the days, but you've done a lot of hard work on this. So maybe do you want to outline real quickly, because people see this and go, looks fantastic. And how much work have you put in this over the years?
It's been a team effort, let me say. From the moment we first come here, this was just desolate. It was just dry grass. There was nothing here. So over time, through volunteers, through corporate groups, through people coming and helping, a team effort, we've brought it back to life. So the garden is a key place where community gather. And even throughout the whole building, the painting, the lifting up carpet, putting down new floor, everything. We've just given a whole new facelift. And hopefully when people come in and they say, gee, I feel at home here, we know we tick the box because that's what we want people to feel.
Well, it's very welcoming in place and people around all day doing different things. And I was going to say, do you want to outline as well about the Salvos, the Salvation Army?
Yep.
People hear the Salvation Army and they know they do good things, but what are the sort of different things that the Salvation Army do for people?
Look, people know the Salvation Army mostly for our salvo stores, our social services for drug and alcohol, homelessness, domestic violence. There's a whole lot of services that the Salvation Army provide, but we would be called, here it's more like they call it a mission expression. So the Salvation Army is a Christian organisation. The work that we do comes out of that. And so this is a place where we try to build, our main focus is about community. Every single place in the Salvos has 4 mission intentions: caring for people, building healthy community, making faith pathways, and social justice side. So they all resemble something of that.
When I told Jim that you were involved with the Salvation Army, because Jim's a big Christian man, he's a faith-based person, he was very rapt to hear that the first people we choose was yourself from the Salvation Army, because he's right into that sort of stuff as well.
Yeah, awesome.
But Narelle, if there's anything you need from us, please let us know. But on behalf of Jim's group, we're really glad that we could help you out in some way. And well done for all the community work you've done, because this thing, as I said, wasn't always like this.
No, it wasn't.
You've had to hustle hard to get people to do all these things and all that sort of stuff. And running an organisation like this is not easy. So thank you very much for having us out today. We do appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's 5 o'clock today. We've had all the franchisees come through and do great work, and it's been fantastic to see them. And just everyone got along together, which was magical. Narelle and all of our volunteers who came down here during the day and put on food for us and was really hospitable. Thank you very much to what they do, the Salvation Army especially. They do a lot of great work as well. And massive thanks again to our franchisees, our franchisors, divisionals, and also Jim and our people in the Jim's family itself who approve of these sorts of things to happen as well. And we're looking forward to rolling out this initiative. If you've been inspired by this and you want to help the well out, which is in St Kilda, we're going to leave the link to in the description for what you can do to help them out. They're always looking for more volunteers. There's so much stuff here that the Jim's franchisees can do if you want to get involved, or just anyone in general. And we're also going to be taking this interstate, so throughout the whole year. Keep an eye on our social media. So we're going to do the announcements on there. Make sure you stay tuned to the social media accounts for how you can nominate a local hero. We'll have the web page. You can nominate someone there, and they might get up to 10 to 15 grand's worth of Jim's free services as well, like we've done here for Narelle, for someone deserving. So big thank you again to the Jim's family who have allowed us to do this, and we hope that next time when you need something done, you think of Jim's and give us a call on 131 546, or head online to jims.net.